Hold on to your butt, Steve. We got 10 minutes of content for America. You see the American League East standings here. Only division with 4 40-win teams. Orioles are playing better, just living the wrong side of the street at the moment. Aaron Judge, most called strikes out of the zone since 2017. That's according to StatCast. Is that low? Stu Sherwater doesn't think so. Yeah. That's a strike. Booney does not agree with the call.
No.
That was bleeping low. Yankees now up 2-0. Judge. Sherwater's. That's not a strike. Promise you, low. Sam Selma's now on the mound. Still 2-0. Is that low? I mean, it's framed well. And it's bleeping low. Boone is invited to be more constructive with your feedback, please. He gets his money's worth. And he exits the game. It's still 2-0. Out away from a win. Sean Murphy, we flash back to Monday. Murphy was called twice for catcher's interference, which helped spark a 6-run 7th inning. Yankees would go on to win 9-5. Clay Holmes in, try to close this one out. And E.J. LeMahieu got it. Hold on. Catcher's interference. Yeah. Pretty clearly called. Murphy takes his base. Athletics still alive after an Elvis Andrus RBI, which was significant to those involved with some plus 1.5 scenarios. That's a Tony Kemp ground out. And the Yankees win by a score of 2-1. They seem to only win games. 55-20. Boston, they got 42 wins. They're taking on the Jays, who have 41. Beg your pardon. It's a 4-2 game. Toronto leading. Rob Refsnyder, straightaway center. Tie game 4 apiece. Top 8 in a 4-4 game. Runners on first and second for Boston. Deuce is wild on the count. Christian Vasquez stings that into left. Xander Bogaerts makes it 5-4 Red Sox. Later in the inning, bases are loaded. Still just 1 out. Oh, that's a tough one for the Red Sox as Christian Arroyo lines out and Vasquez is doubled off second. Red Sox without closer Tanner Houck in the bottom of the 9th, placed on a restricted list due to a vaccination status. Hansel Robles comes on, 2 on, no outs. Bo Bichette brings Bradley Zimmer around, and this game is tied at 5. Good win in Toronto. Next batter up, the guy you want, you're cheering for the home team, that's Vlad Guerrero Jr. Nobody out, 2-0 count. Off speed up, George Springer. You're not catching him. That's it, and that's all. Sox now have 7 losses in which they have led in the 9th inning or later. That's 2 more than anybody in baseball. Jays win an entertaining back-and-forth game. A couple of 42-win teams, 6-5 final. Rays have got 40 wins. They're hosting Milwaukee. Brandon Woodruff on the mound. It's Yandy Diaz there. First strikeout of the game. They would continue. We're scoreless, and the strikeouts are just piling up. Woodruff had 10 strikeouts in 5 innings, but trailing by that 1-0 score. Andrew McCutchen gets a breaking ball, and that's a 2-out, 2-run home run, his 7th of the year. Puts Milwaukee on top by a score of 2-1. Luis Urias, oh boy. That's his 7th. That earns him the Infinity Gauntlet. Sure, everyone's got a thing. Huh? We need one of those. Just to have around here. And so, early. Very early. Not projected. We're just showing people, Steve. Just don't roll your eyes at me, Steve.
Got it.
People are waiting for some soccer. We're just showing you what things look like at the moment. That'd be a pretty good playoff right there. 4 American League East, count them 4, American League. All right, Tuesday had members of the Live Golf Series preparing for the league's first United States-based event, Pumpkin Ridge in Oregon. Among them, Brooks Koepka, who had previously said he was going to continue to play on the PGA Tour. He told reporters at Brookline and before the U.S. Open they were casting a black cloud over one of his favorite events. He's asked here about what caused him to change his mind.
Just my opinion, man. My opinion changed. That was it. You guys will never believe me, but we didn't have the conversation until everything was done at the U.S. Open, and figured it out and just said I was going to go one way or another. Here I am.
I respect everybody's opinion. That's the most important thing people can hopefully understand out of me, is that I do respect it. But golf is a force for good, and I think as time goes on, hopefully people will see the good that they are doing and what they are trying to accomplish, rather than looking at the bad that's happened before. I think moving on from that is important, and going and continue to move forward in a positive light is something that could be a force for good for the future of the game.
What could the tour have done, if anything, to stop you guys from making the leap to this tour?
Listen to the players for once. I think
could have at least taken the call, I think, from the Live group. I think at least take a meeting, see what it's all about. Monahan just shut it out from the start. Didn't want to listen, didn't want to take a meeting, didn't want to listen to anybody that maybe would have been interested. Maybe, it would have been a little different, I think. I think that's in the end. But and he doesn't listen to players. Somehow, the tour they keep talking about, oh yeah, we work for you, we work for the players, we work for the players. It's the opposite. It seems like we work for them. We don't have a say in anything.
While stopping short of calling it a merger, the PGA Tour announced today an alliance with the European Tour, which will do a number of things. A larger PGA Tour investment in European Tour productions, which will enable increasing purses in Europe. Several jointly sanctioned events, which will allow players from each tour to gain points, which will translate to their respective tours. PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan said, quote, "We're on a journey here together." You could also say they're in a fight, one perhaps they're more likely to win together. WNBA action, Wings and Lynx in a Commissioner's Cup game. Lynx came out strong from deep. Aerial Powers, Mariah Jefferson, that's a couple of threes in a row. Tamiris Dantas. We're just ringing them up, Steve. And this is getting out of hand. It's 5 for 5 from three. Jefferson and McBride and the Powers and Jefferson. How about 7 for 7 from three to begin the game? That's a franchise record. Jefferson entered the fourth quarter with 11, 9, and 9. Looking for a triple-double. Got to hit it. That's Jefferson's 10th assist. And then give me that rebound. 13, 10, and 10. First career triple-double. First triple-double in franchise history. And Lynx win big by a score of 92 to 64. All right, Steve and I we recorded a pod this evening. We're getting ready to step aside for a little summertime time off, and let's just say some of our minds are maybe at the beach, maybe featuring a Funland review. Those in the Delmarva area are familiar. We got that. So you should check out the pod. And also, 6 a.m. early. Wake up for a little All England Club action. Wimbledon continues. It's ESPN and ESPN.